Welcome, 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 everyone. So I'm so excited and I'm very humbled that somebody said, Yvelle, Lisa, can you come and host this? Can you come be the moderator? So I'm humbled and I thank God for the opportunity. And so it's three women with three stories and they're three overcomers. This is what I'm excited about because right now they're going to share their story, they're going to share their testimony, and I pray that each and every one of you that are watching on tonight, that's something that they say will resonate with you, and maybe it will trigger something for you to become an overcomer as well. So I'm excited. I'm going to have each lady introduce themselves first, and then we're going to just dive right into the information, right? So, good evening again. My first person I'm going to call on is Miss Teekwa. How are you tonight? Please introduce yourself and tell the people just 30 seconds about you.
I am a single mom. I am a speaker, and I am also a business owner. I am a coach, all that in one. How do I do it? Through the grace of God.
Okay, thank you. And Miss Tiara Soto, how are you? Tell us,
Uh,
who are you?
Hi, I'm Tiara Soto. I'm an author of my book, The Many Hats of a Woman. It's my first book. I'm excited. I'm a mother of two and a wife of a wonderful husband.
Wonderful, thank you. And last but not least, Miss Twanda, how are you?
I'm
30
doing
seconds,
great.
tell us.
I am Tawanda Sparks. I am a mother of three. I'm from Tuskegee, Alabama. I am the author of Weeping Courage, which is a memoir that tells about the oppositions and complexities of a young woman and the things that we can deal with in life.
Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, whoever's watching, we are about to dive into it. If you have a pen and paper, why don't you take some notes on tonight? Because I'm telling you, the stories, the testimonies that's going to come from these three women are going to be absolutely mind blowing. It might be a game changer for you. So let's go. So, my first question is for Miss Twanda. Um, what are you passionate about? Tell the people, what are you passionate about? What makes you wake up? What makes you go to sleep? What is it?
I love to help others. Sometimes I kind of get myself in a hole for helping others, but my thing is to help others to sort of level up whatever it is that they're needing. If I can have a lending hand to them, that is something that I take. I'm very passionate about is seeing people trying to do better. Anything that I have that I can share with them to help them to elevate. You know, if it's just an encouraging word, just to motivate them, inspire them. But it's helping others, which is one reason why I also chose to be in the medical field as well as write my book. So I'm helping either way. So I'm just passionate about helping others.
I like that because you know what? When we help others, that says iron sharpens iron. So helping hands is always a plus, and I'm excited about that. I am a helper, and sometimes I get some slack on that, but who cares? Helping is the best. So my next question is Tiara. What are you most proud of? What is it? What is it? It gives you something. It gives you an unction. What are you proud of?
I wasted a lot of my time, but I'm mostly proud of my children and everything I've come to be. As a woman, I've grown so much. I've been inspired by a lot of other women, just obstacles in life. And I'm proud of who I am today. I can actually say I'm a new author. I'm inspiring other women, to be successful, to do things with themselves. You can always be what you want to be and push past everything negative in your life. So I'm mostly proud of my kids and myself and who I've become as a woman.
Okay, nice. That is very important that when we say we're proud of something that we always put us in the equation of being proud of what we have accomplished as well. And Miss Tikwa, so now what made you want to write a book? What made you want to write a book?
So that is just one of many. books. And yeah, I wanted to share this book with all the single women out there who are single, who are struggling, who are in relationships, who are single with children, to help them and guide them along the way in their in their season of singleness.
In their season of singleness. That is very important because the name of your book is, tell the audience, what is the name of your book? What is the name of it?
Embracing your season of singleness.
So everyone, ladies and gentlemen, our listeners, embracing the season.
Your
Say it again.
season. Embracing your season of singleness.
So we need to embrace the season of singleness. So seasons, we have 4 seasons, and now we have to embrace every season. So in every season there is how long will you stay single? So that's what Teekwa says, how long will you embrace it? So I love it. My next question is for Miss Tiara. Um, how do you handle writer's block? Since you are a new author, how are you handling writer's block? What does that look like?
I do a lot of positive affirmations. I also listen to soothing music, maybe like classical, piano music. It calms me, it soothes me. I try to walk away from it, walking away from writing for a while. Once I feel like I'm blocked, I walk away from it and try to distract my mind, get my mind soothing back. So then I give myself time. I try to walk away from it for a little bit, and then ideas start flowing in my mind. So what I do is I just listen to music. I just try to distract myself. Sometimes when you sit there and you're writing for so long and you can't think of things, the best thing is to walk away. You sit there and you try to keep writing, it's just gonna get worse. You get frustrated. So walking away, I would say walking away has helped me a lot with that, with writer's block. And of course, listening to my music, positive affirmation, staying positive on top of that, because it does get frustrating at times when you're trying to work on something magnificent and trying to make it perfect. So that helped me.
Wonderful. So tell us the name of your book because we don't know. I don't know.
Okay, my book is called The Many Hats of a Woman. It's inspired by women around me in my life, as well as you ladies, everybody that I come in contact with. We are women and we play a lot of roles in life. We have to we have to be the mom, we have to be the wife. If we're single, we play a lot of different roles like businesswoman, we work, we're the employee. So I thought about that when I was writing my book, it was inspired by strong women as ourselves. So
Okay, thank you. I like it. I like it. So Miss Tawanda, let me ask you a question. What makes you stand out from others? What makes you stand out from others?
My perseverance is what makes me stand out from others. The things that I go through or I've gone through, and being able to stand 10 toes down and come up out of them. There's a lot of people that cannot stand in my shoes. They would not be able to take in most of the things that I've done and still be here to talk about it today. They would have given up a long time ago. So I persevere through everything. I feel like there's a way through anything, any obstacle that comes your way. You just got to sit back and focus and think about, now, how can I handle this situation? How can I work around it? Sometimes you got to sit down and write down things on what is stopping me from getting there. What's blocking you? So like I said, my perseverance, me pushing through and getting over it, that's what makes me stand out from others.
I like it. I like it. When you said focus, we know that we're in this pandemic right now, and this year is 2020. So a couple of months ago, I said, "Wow, this is 2020," and we go to the doctor and we go and get a 2020. Our vision is 2020, but when we really set our eyes on it, it's really laser focused, and then we have to refocus. So this year for 2020, it's a refocus, but we're laser focused, but we're a refocus. So I love it. Thank you. And then for Miss Tiara, how have your priorities changed since writing the book, since your growth? What has changed? What how has your priorities changed?
I'm focusing a lot on me now. You know, I've been doing for so many people for so long that I put Tiara to the side. Now I'm focusing on me. Ever since I started my book, I said I have to be selfish. I have to take out time for me. And my priorities is what I want now. You know, it's what I need to accomplish for Tiara. So that's my priority right now. My girls are big. I've taken care of them. They're women now. So I have to focus on what I need to accomplish to make myself whole, basically. So my priorities from have changed since that. I'm the priority right now. This to make Tiara happy, to do what I need to do for me. So
Okay, great. Because if we don't put ourselves first, what happens?
yeah,
We fall, right, we fall backwards, and we sometimes it
absolutely.
takes us longer to get back to
To get
where
back.
we were supposed to be, right? So
Absolutely.
I understand. Miss Teekwa, are you married? Have you been married or want to be married?
Huh. No, never been married. And do I want to be married? One day. I will love to be married, but it's not my focus right now. For a long time, it has been, as a little girl, we all grow up thinking about getting married. You have in your diary, I'm going to have 2 kids, I'm going to have a boy and I'm going to have a girl. You plan out your life. And then as you get older, things change, right? And those are the things that we focus on because we see that from our parents. We see that from where we grew up from, or our parents are telling us that when you grow up, marry a nice man, have a nice job, do this and do that. But for me, I did that. I didn't get married, but I was in a relationship because I wanted to get married. And I focused so much on trying to get married that I got myself into relationships that were not in alignment with me or in alignment with God. Um, so this last breakup really was an eye opener for me. Yes, it took me many years to get to where I am right now, but now God has just shifted my focus where it's at as that I need you to worry about your purpose. What was your purpose here? What was the purpose that I have here on earth? And that's what I had to figure out for myself, rather than thinking about getting married or having a man in my life. So now God has allowed it, whereas I don't even think about a man. I don't even think about getting married. Even if I see TV, you're like, oh, I can't wait for my wedding. Now it's like, oh, I could wait. And that's how I am now because I'm so focused on building my business. My son is 9 years old with his education. Now with the pandemic, with the distance learning and trying to get my life focused and in the right order as far as working a 9 to 5, working my business, now being a stay-at-home mom who is teaching her child. School is only half day. The rest of the day, I have to be the teacher now. So I'm all that in one. So now I'm just trying to, Tiara said, focus on me. So it's focus on me so I can take care of my son and take care of everything else in my life.
Wonderful. I like it. You said something that was very true. Growing up as little girls, we always see Snow White. We always see Cinderella. Oh my gosh, I want the white picket fence. I want the dog, the husband, the children, the car, everything. And then when we don't get it, we still have to look back and say, do we really want it? Is it something that will happen? But now, what did you say? Now that is not a priority. When it happens, it will happen. When God sends that Boaz, he will send it, and that's it. So I like that you said, you know what? When it's time, when God's timing says it's okay, that's when it will happen. So I like it. The next question is for Miss Twanda. um, what is the meaning behind your book title? I like it. I heard you say it several times, but tell the audience why the name and why it's a strong name, because when I heard it, I said, wow, that's something. But the name of that book, it had to take everything in you. And I'm sure you had to labor for quite some time to get that name.
Okay, so the meaning behind that name, that title, it's kind of it's emotional for the simple fact that when I was trying to come up with the title, I couldn't think of anything that would actually fit what I was writing about, what I was feeling at that time. But it came to me. Um, the title is from all the times that I would have this smile on my face, be behind closed doors. It's been plenty of times I've been at work. I can work well with, even with stress or anything. And then the moment I'm talking and laughing with a patient, when they're gone, I'm in the bathroom on the floor, bawling my eyes out, crying because I'm dealing with bills. I don't have enough finances. I'm having issues with the kids. I'm having issues here, there. And I wasn't where I wanted to be. So some days I would be crying, weeping. And the other days I would just walk out like, hey, I got to do this. This is what I have to do. I had to have the courage. So between me crying and having the courage, I did both of them. I cried behind closed doors, got up, put my game face on, went out and did what I had to do to make a living for my family, to make sure that we made it to the next day or whatever it was that we needed, whatever it was that I was going through. So courage is one of the things everybody has to have when you're stepping out into this world. If there's something that you want to do, you definitely got to have the courage to go out and do it, because you would get walked all over. You would get stepped on. So that was the meaning behind that. Me just bawling my eyes out. There was so many days that people didn't see it. They didn't see me break down. They didn't see me in tears, but they did see a smile on my face, and it was fake. So I just put it together, and that's what I came up with. And I felt so strong when I put it together. I was like, oh, this is it. This is it right here. Because I can feel it in my soul.
Well, I could feel it in my soul, and I am excited. I'm after this live. I'm just gonna go on wherever I need to go on to get the book, because it speaks volumes on your character. It speaks volumes to who you are. I have never met you personally, just meeting you yesterday for the first time, but I'm excited for you, and I'm excited to read the book, because we have to put on a game face as women, and when we put this game face on, everybody's walking around saying, "Oh my gosh, they got it all together." But sweetheart, we really are broken inside, and we still got to keep this game face on, which is crazy, because this is how we have to operate and move forth. So I thank you for that. So my question for you is, have you reached your goals? And if not, what are they? What are your goals? Have you reached them? How many more goals do you have? Have you written them down?
I do. I actually have a vision board that I do. So I have my goals there. I haven't reached all my goals, but I'm getting close, and one step at a time. Um, my main goal is to help children. I love children, so I want to do like fundraisers. I want to actually go to those countries that are less fortunate than us and help them. I also want to build a orphanage. I want to actually have an orphanage where I can actually take in children that don't have parents, God forbid, they passed away, or they have somewhere to call home. I love kids, and animals are my thing. I'm my heart melts when it comes to that. But I do want to do that. That's my goal. I haven't reached it yet, but I'm one step closer than what I was yesterday. I've accomplished, my writing was one of my goals. So January of 2020, I became an author and I started writing. I'm on this new journey of writing, and that was one of my passions, and my goal was to write a book, and I've accomplished that. So, yay to me! But that's one of my goals, is to do an orphanage for children. And I haven't accomplished that, but I will.
Okay, thank you. I like it. It is good because so many children need shelter. So many children need more. So many children are still out there just wanting love. And if we could provide the extra, then we should do it. Teekwa, what motivates you to keep on going when things get tough? What does that look like? What does it look like?
Oh, God, wow, so many times it has been tough. So what I do when I know that times are tough for myself, um, I go and I write in my journal. I know that, as a Christian, growing up, my mother always said, ask God for everything, trust in God. But when we're young, we don't really connect with that. It's like, no, it's not happening. It's like your life is about to just crumble because certain things are just not going your way. But what I learned along the way, as I was striving to do better for myself, for my children, was that I had to keep going. So no matter how bad it looked, I know that I was going to get there. So, say for example, when I didn't like school, I wanted to finish high school, and I just wanted to be done with it, get a job, and that's it. But once I got onto my current job that I've been working for over 20 something years and working as an executive assistant, I learned so much and I wanted more. I wanted to go to school for tech. It was just so many things that I wanted to do. So I pushed myself. How I was going to do that, I don't know. But all I knew was that in order for me to do it, I had to take action and try it and try my best. So what I do is I talk to myself a lot. I talk to myself if I know that things are tough, and just like some people will go to their girlfriends or their moms. I still go to my mom, of course. And what's your advice? I'm going through this, and you get that encouragement. But I learned to encourage myself because I know the goals that I want to meet. And in order for me to do it, Teekwa has to do it. My friends, my family could say, "Oh, you can do it," as many times as they want to. But in order for me to do it, I have to take the action and do it. So when I went back to school, I registered and I pushed past it. It was nights where I was crying. There was nights where it was tough, but I knew that in order for me to get my degree and to show my children that I did it and you can do it too, I had to take the step and do that. So now I'm doing that with my business. I am, no matter how tough it is, now it's even twice as hard as it was when I was in college because now I'm not living with my parents. I got my mortgage, I got my bills, I have my 9 to 5, I have my business, I have my clients, I have all these other responsibilities, and I have to still show up no matter what, and I still have to push through. So journaling, talking to God, number one, letting him know what I'm going through and to help me and give me the strength. And that's how I'm able to keep on going and push myself.
Amen. Amen. How important is it to talk to God? How important is it to pray every single day? Pray without ceasing. Pray
Mhm.
without ceasing. When I tell you that is so imperative to the body of Christ, as you said, the Christian woman being Christian, but being in the body of Christ, how important is it to continue to pray, 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 pray about everything, pray without ceasing. So I understand that point right there. Miss Tiara, um, what do you take for granted?
Okay. So I've taken life for granted. I say that because life is short. And, back in my past, I thought I had time. I thought I had time. Oh, yeah, tomorrow. And you don't have tomorrow. Tomorrow's not promised to us. We have to live for today. And I've taken that for granted. So, like I could have done and accomplished a lot of things in my life. I'm not saying that to be negative, but I've taken life for granted. Like, don't worry about it. It'll get done someday. You know, like I had all the time in the world, and I don't. Nobody does. Tomorrow, like I said, is not promised to us. So we have to live for today and take advantage. Like today is our last day. So I took that for granted.
Could you imagine that we're in this season of COVID, and now what we took for granted now every day means something to us? Some people will say, "Oh no, it's fine," but we have taken life, the small things, for granted. It when I tell you, and ah, uh, being a COVID-19 survivor, just the small things we take for granted. Just the inhale and exhale we can take for granted. So I understand with you saying we have taken life for granted in the small things. So Miss Twanda, what was your support system like, and what is it now? So what was it like, the during, the after, and even now? What is your support system like? Tell us.
My support system was and is still very slim. When I started out, I didn't have any support system at all. Uh, it's kind of still that way. I have probably a handful of women that actually believe in me, that actually support me, actually let me know that they're there for me. So it's not where I would want it to be, but it's kind of it's growing. Before I didn't have anybody I can talk to. I didn't have anybody I could share my ideas with, hold me accountable for things. Even when I announced that I was writing a book, having a close friend or friends around or supposedly friends to be around, they thought that I was just joking. I was playing, and didn't get any support from them. Didn't say, "Hey, when is the book is coming out?" or "Where are you right now?" or "What is it that you're doing in life right now that I could help and support in." So I didn't have it then. Even my family, yeah, they showed up for the book signing and certain things, but there was no support. Actually, there was nobody there to actually really support me, fully support me. So it's a hit and miss. It's the same as it was before, just kind of gradually. Just I would say strangers is who is really supporting me, who's really there for me when I need to talk to somebody. I need to ask these questions. So it's all about strangers now to me. All of the people that's in my corner is basically a stranger. People that I didn't grow up with, people I didn't know before.
Okay, I'm gonna ask that same question to Teekwa because I see you shaking your head. Because apparently, I guess you could resonate with this same question. So tell us about your support system before, now, and um.
Sure. The support system is very important, especially as I'm speaking from a single woman point of view, single with children. I know that I still have a strong family support. My parents have always been there for all their children, no matter what we're going through. So that is important. Even when I had my apartment and I had to give my apartment up to go back home so I can go back to school, save up money, fix my credit. So that support system, if you have the support system, embrace it, no matter what. From my friends as well. I have very few friends, and just getting the support from your friends as well is very important, especially those who have you grew up with, and they know your story. They know your hurts. They know who hurt you. They know things that go on personally that probably you won't even tell your parents. So that support system is great. Um, Also with your children. I know that my son, my 9-year-old, each child is different, but he is my biggest supporter. He is my support because he's always encouraging me no matter what. Mom, like if I'm going live, I know you're going to do great, do a great job. You're the CEO, right? Be a great CEO. So these are the things that he hear me do live. He hear me talking to the people that I work with and my staff from my agency. So he sees that. So if you can see, if your children can see the support system that you're getting, they welcome that as well. And then they grow up with that support. So I think that having a support system is great. If you don't have the support system, because a lot of people don't have that, if you're in church, there are many brothers and sisters in the church that you can reach out to. I know I used to be very quiet. I'm not an introvert, so I don't claim the introvert anymore because I have been doing many things. I'm here live, and I'm talking. At times, the shyness do come out, but in order for you to get the support that you need, ask for it, because just like our older parents and grandparents, closed mouth don't get fed, closed mouth don't get you what you need. So go out there and ask someone that you trust, and say, hey, you don't have to know the whole thing, your whole business, but ask them, I need some support in A, B, and C.
However, just because it's different, everybody still can go forth. You still are overcoming everything that you've been through, no matter what the support system looks like. So as we start winding down, I have a couple of questions, but I want each of you to answer the same question. And who is your audience, and how do you relate to your audience? So I'm going to start with you, Teekwa.
Okay. So how it relates to my book and my audience. Denise Sutton and I, we are the co-founders of Embracing Your Season of Singleness. So my audience, from our audience, is single mothers, single widowers, single with children. Those are our audience because we can relate to that. We lived it, right? So Denise she doesn't have any children, so she can speak from the perspective of just being singled in her life and what she goes through as a single woman. And then I can speak to me being a single mom growing up, at the age 19, having my first child, actually having twins at that time, and going through what I went through: two sick babies, surgeries, and a death. One of my sons passed away. So it's a lot. I can speak about that. So this is why I can speak and encourage other women, because I went through a lot as a young mom. back and forth at the hospital, talking to doctors, doing grown woman stuff, where I still was, even though at the teenager, but I wasn't fully a woman, but I had to rapidly become one because I had children of my own. So I can speak to that to my audience when it comes to single with children or even being single.
Thank you. And Miss Tawanda, do I need to repeat the question or you good?
No, I'm good. My audience is millennial moms more because I am a millennial. I'm a mom. Um, Millennial moms that's dealing with financial issues or dealing with poverty and generational cycles. And also, I can relate to teenage mothers because I was a teen mom. So I can relate and, either or.
Thank you for that. I like it. It's millennials. We fail to we fail to focus on them, and we they are us now, because I have two millennials, probably all three of mine are millennials in here right now, so I understand. I get it.
I could say I could relate to something what Teekwa said about being single. I actually wasn't single, but I was in a 16-year relationship before my husband now, and we had our children, which are our girls. Um, but it was like he wasn't even there. So my book relates to like me being a woman, and every woman standing in different hats. Like, take on a lot in life, and it's our responsibilities. My book taints to that, like women that take on a lot in their lives. We play different roles. When our child is sick, we have to take care of our child, or because we are women, we love to help people. If we see a family member or we see someone sick or ill or that's in need, we're there to help. So that's another hat that you play. We take on a lot in life. It's just different roles. It doesn't necessarily mean that everyone has to play those roles, but we're different. Everyone is different. So everyone plays different roles that I may not know about or I can't relate to. So that's what my book, that's what my audience would be like, women that take on different roles in their lives.
Thank you for answering that question. So this question is this is for Teekwa, actually. What are you doing now to impact lives? What are you doing now, the current moment, especially now in this pandemic? What have you done and what are you doing to impact?
I am actually walking in my purpose. At one point, I did not know what my purpose is, and I had to figure out what my purpose was, and that is impacting women entrepreneurs, to help them find their purpose, basically in their business. I've been a executive assistant for over 20 something years. I have learned a lot. I got certifications and a lot of things that from my job, and now take it to the online space where I can help other women build businesses for themselves so they can build a legacy for themselves, and feel proud of themselves. Because a lot of us focus on getting, like I said, having a man, getting married, having children. And just like those millenniums, we need to also show them that let's walk in your purpose. Let's figure out what your purpose is and have fun while you're young. Have fun, build a business, travel around the world, meet different people. So that is something that I would like to impact in other women's life, whether you're young or you're older. A lot of women that I've been attracting are older women who are not technically savvy, that I have also been coaching in my VA coaching business. And God has just attracted me to those clients, to those type of women that need help and want to build a business, but the technology, they're not technical savvy when it comes to technology. So impacting them in their lives where I'm able to help them with that so they can carry on with their business, whether it's being a virtual assistant or not being a virtual assistant. And also what their purpose is and walking the purpose, walking a purpose.
Purposefully driven and living. Wonderful. Love it. So this last two questions, since we're literally winding down, we have been sitting here talking, empowering, encouraging, and letting people know something about you ladies, being 3 women, 3 stories, 3 overcomers. And we are into 47 minutes of this conversation. And I am just truly happy that I'm able to find out some more things about each one of you. So the last question is for Tiara and Tawanda. It's the same exact question. So it's, when dealing with oppositions in life, how do you stay focused? How do you stay focused?
So first, when it comes to oppositions and complexities, you got to ask yourself, what is the task at hand? What is it that you're dealing with? Why did this opposition come to you? What was it? Did you invite something? Or is this something that you did on your behalf that has come into your life that is a block to you? Now you need to figure out what is the plan? What is the solution and how can you get to it? And then you have to be calm when you're doing it, because I noticed that when I was younger, I would deal with things in a frantic. I would worry all the time instead of trying to focus on the task at hand. So my thing is to take a breather, relax, think about it, and just go through it naturally. But you got to put action towards any and everything that you're doing. So you want to at least just try to calm down while you're doing things, and kind of like just go through it. Sometimes it's natural. You got to push your way through it and see what it is that, how can you deal with it on this side, and then look at it from your side, but look at it from others' perspective. Even if you have to reach out to somebody, just, being focused. You just gotta deal with the task at hand. Don't try to get ahead of yourself.
Ladies, 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 ladies. I truly enjoyed this conversation. So I'm gonna just tell you some words I just picked up from Tawanda, since she ended with her answer. So what I wrote down was, she said action, calm down, push, look, focus, and deal with it. So when I look at this is what I see. We have to step back as an overcomer, step back. Then we have to focus, laser focus, refocus, do some focusing on the situation at hand, the circumstances. And then we have to again look at it. Like, let me just pan out, look back, scale back, and see, okay, let me look at this one more time. Then we have to calm down. First and foremost, calm down. Let's figure out, what are we doing here? What is happening? How can I overcome this, right? Then the push through. The push through says, I have to do something to overcome all of these obstacles. But the first word she said, which is the last word I'm going to say, is action. We need to take action in anything that we do, no matter what it is. Because if we stand still in it, if our feet get stuck in cement, if we pause for a minute, everything will crumble. Everything will everything that we just try to do, it will just crumble. So everything we need to do, we need to take action, but we still got to focus. We still got to deal with it. We still got to push through it. We got to look at it. We got to be laser focused. So I am excited. Tonight was just the baking. We just put some flour in the pot. We just mixed it up and we just poured some batter into the pan. So let me tell y'all, ladies and gentlemen, next week, Sunday, we're gonna come back and we're gonna put the cake in the oven. And then the following Sunday, we're gonna take it out. And then the last Sunday, we're gonna ice it up, we're gonna cut it, and we're gonna eat it, because tonight was just all that and then some more. So 3 stories, 3 women that are 3 overcomers. Come on now here, God. We can all overcome. If you didn't learn anything tonight, I suggest you go back and look at the replay. Go back and look at the replay. So last but not least, um, everybody's gonna reintroduce themselves. They're gonna tell us about the book, where they could get the book from, and if you want to say how much it costs, you can. And then at the end, I'm gonna tell you who I am, because I don't even know if I introduce myself. So let's go. Tiara, let's go. You could go first.
My book is The Many Hats of a Woman, and you can locate this book tiarasoto.com, my website. um I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Thank you. It's been an honor to be on here. I'm really happy and excited. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you, Tiara, for taking your time out, carving this hour out of your time from your family, and just being on here and being transparent for the people. So thank you so much. And Miss Tawanda, tell the people.
So again, my name is Tawanda Sparks. I'm a mother of 3. I'm from Tuskegee, Alabama. I am the author of Weeping Courage. You can get this book on my website, which is tawandasparks.com, or you can also get it off Amazon. But I do recommend that you get a signed copy from myself from my website. I'm so excited. Just doing this panel discussion has kind of like opened me up, because sometimes I can be very shy. I thank Robin for just connecting me with such great ladies, and I can learn a lot from you all. Thank you so much for having me.
And again, thank you for carving some time out on tonight. I appreciate you. And I'm sure everybody is excited about what's going to happen next. And last but not least, Miss Teekwa. Yes, come on.
Yes. So, for those ladies that are ready to embrace your season of singleness, I have a book called Embracing Your Season of Singleness. We give you a little bit about everything about being single, a little bit about backstory from myself and my experience as well. Get your book today. I did put the link in the comments, and buy the book. And just so you know, just because you are embracing your season of singleness doesn't mean that you're going to be single forever. So you may be asking yourself, well, I don't want to embrace my season of singleness. I want to get married. But remember, God put us on here for purpose. Find out what your purpose is first, and let God get you ready for your mate.
Woohoo! I love it. So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Yvelle Lisa. I am a certified life and relationship coach. I am also an author. I'm an entrepreneur, motivational speaker, all of this stuff, these hats. So, I was getting so prepared for this, and I did not even pull my book out. So, I'll have it next week. But the name of my book is called Chances. And you could get it on my website, YvelleLisa.com. And I will be back here on next week with the live, but I will also be back to host and moderate on the 22nd. So, ladies and gentlemen, I say thank you for joining us on tonight. Go grab your copy of your book. Matter of fact, buy 2 so you can bless somebody else, or maybe even buy 3. And we know that support is a number one. So if you're supporting someone, in the very beginning of this, I said iron sharpens iron. So go get the book so you can give it to somebody else and you're sharpening their axe, right? So I say thank you. God bless you. Be safe. COVID is still outside. Wear your mask. Tell someone you love them. Give them a hug. And I say greetings on tonight. I love y'all, and there's nothing you could do about it. Have a great night. Thank you, ladies. 3 women, 3 stories, 3 overcomers. Have a good night.